Okay, I'm just walking up to my garden and I see something flying around into my sunflowers. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but there is a hummingbird. Oh, where'd he go? Right there. Where'd you go, buddy? See him? Right there. Oh my goodness. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I just saw a bee land. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. You see him right through there? Now he's way over there. Oh wow. I can't even zoom in anymore. I'm on my phone. That was crazy. I'm so glad I saw that. I've never seen a hummingbird on a sunflower before. Wow. So I just come back from vacation. I was gone for 5 days, so I do not know what to expect in here. I know my tomatoes have grown a lot since I've been gone. I had picked a couple okra before I left, and we had a couple bad storms while I was gone, so hopefully everything's good to go. But my tallest sunflower is probably about 12 foot tall. I didn't have that one before I left. That thing's way up there. But the birds have started eating this one on the inside here. You can kind of see right there on the edge. They'll come in and start eating the seeds. And also look at this one, is drooping down real bad, but I don't think they've hadn't noticed this one yet. You can see, if you look real close, you can see the seeds right there. I'll probably cut this head off and save it since the birds hadn't started eating on it yet. This one's gonna have a lot of seeds in it too. So I've already cut a couple sunflower heads off. I wasn't gonna save that many just because I want to feed the birds and everything, but probably pick out some of my biggest heads in here, like this one probably. Wow, there's probably gonna be about a zillion seeds in that one, and possibly this one, and I'll leave all the rest for the birds. But I put in a drip irrigation system before I left because I didn't have no other way to water, so I threw it in real fast. I'll do a video on that in a couple weeks or so. For the most part, it looked like it done pretty good because I don't have anything dead. The only thing I didn't irrigate is the okra, and it done pretty good. I've got a couple really long pieces I got to cut off on there. But come over to my squash and my cucumbers. I think I've got a little baby squash in here somewhere. Wait, oh, look at that. My first squash ever. I don't think I've ever grown squash before, other than zucchini squash. I think I have a couple coming up right there. So if you can tell right here, for the people that are first starting out, you've got two flowers on a squash plant. You've got the female flower right there, and you've got the male flower right beside it. And see, these bees will go into the male flower, and then they'll come out and go into the female flower. Simple as that. So I've got two squash in the middle there, and as far as I can see, I only have one squash growing. And I've got two cucumber plants on each side. So let's look for cucumbers. So I've got to kind of train these bad boys to go up this trellis here. When I got back home, they were all into my okra here, so I had to kind of lap them back over. I don't see any cucumbers yet. Let's look on this side. Wow, that's just amazing, because when I left, they were still babies, and now they're really big. But we did have a couple rainstorms, probably about 4 or 5 of them bad boys come through here. I don't see any cucumbers on this side. But I do have a lot of bee activity in here, so hopefully they'll get off the squash and come to the cucumbers. That'd be great. Alright, moving on to my okra. I had picked those before I left, but there wasn't too many to do anything with, so I just left them right there. I was going to show you on camera what I picked about a week ago, but these are some of the prettiest flowers you've ever seen on the okra plant. Look at that. There's some okra right there that I'm going to cut. I won't cut that one, but I'll cut this one. I'll let this one get a little bit longer. Like that one right there. So I'll definitely have to cut these, because that one's too long and these are too long. So I've got a gazillion ants right there, I just noticed. And I've got that one and them right there. Oh wow, look at that bad boy. I'm gonna have to cut that unit. So I guess once you start cutting okra on your plant, they start coming full force. So that's a good thing. All right, moving on to my jalapeno peppers. I've got some right back here. So I've got this little baby pepper here. That one. Got one down here. I've got a couple on this plant. I've always had pretty good luck with my jalapeno peppers. No matter how bad they grow, they'll fall over and everything, and then they'll still produce jalapeno peppers. So that's a good thing. But what I am confused about here is my tomato. What I did was I planted some seeds that were over 5 years old, and everybody told me, you're not going to get any tomatoes, you're not going to get any tomatoes. They're not even going to come up, they're not even going to sprout. Well, they sprouted. They sprouted pretty good. So all this rain we had made them grow really good. And I'm only using fertilizer every couple weeks. I'm not even using a high nitrogen fertilizer either. So that isn't the problem. But my problem is, out of all these plants, Got about 20 plants in there. And they're pretty tall, and I usually have some big tomatoes by now. But look here. Got them two. I've got that one. And I've got that one down there. And that's the only ones that I see on this whole trellis here. Look at that. All that plant and only about 4 tomatoes growing? If any of y'all have experienced this in the past, let me know. Do old seeds not produce as well as brand new seeds, or what? Alright, moving on to my Carolina Reaper peppers. They're growing pretty good. I was kind of surprised because I had to order these seeds online. I couldn't buy them locally. So I figured since I ordered them online, they wouldn't grow, but they're growing pretty good. I've had a couple not pop up, but for the most part, I think I'm gonna get a couple peppers. Probably more than a couple, actually. So I had to come in here and kind of pluck some of the suckers off because they were growing pretty big. So hopefully, so I think I've got some flowers coming right there at the very top. Oh yeah, I think I've got some coming right there. So what I usually do after my sunflowers go away is I let the birds eat them, and then I'll plant pumpkins right after that. But I think you're supposed to plant pumpkins in June. So by the time all the birds eat these sunflowers, then I'll probably be too late. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how fast they eat them up. I have a lot of birds. I have a lot of birds here. So hopefully we can get some pumpkins planted this year. Alrighty then, this is what I harvest today, June 26, 2019. I've got these right here I just cut, and I cut them last week, probably about 5 days ago. But I went ahead and cut a couple of my biggest heads I've got, and I'll probably just leave all the other ones for the birds. Alright guys, that's what I harvest today. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.